Hey yo, this is Guido. Thanks for tuning in to Tactics Talk. I appreciate your support. Hey, I got a good one today which illustrates a very important concept in this game. So let's talk about early damage. Let's talk about how you facilitate that early damage and how to start the steamroll. So we'll call this one Start the Steamroll. You'll see that I have loaded in my 4190M GF German Tier 8 Premium Light Tank. And I'm in a all Tier 8 battle. This is one of my favorite light tanks. I've got a lot of videos with this, but it is excellent for illustrating how you start facilitating damage early for that early damage and how that then snowballs into a steamroll. So you can see that I have headed over here to the west side towards the castle. And I'm going to take up a position here. Show it to you right here next to this tree. So there are a couple spots up here where you can get some early spots. One of them is to get down into these buildings, down in this area where the little arrow is pointing, but that's a little bit dangerous because you will definitely get spotted down in there. And it's hard to pop out without getting popped, but you will have a better view of them crossing out here. If they hug the red line on the south, I will have a hard time seeing them. If they cut across right here in any way, shape, or form, i.e. they come up this road right here, I am going to see them. You'll see this team trundles pretty much right up that road. I'm sorely tempted right here to take a shot, and you can take a shot or two here without being spotted, unless they get a medium or something with good view range a little bit closer. But I'm going to hold. Why? Because I'm trying to facilitate early damage. I am not trying to do the early damage right now myself. Because of the setup, because of the map, because I understand this tree, this little spot here, and I understand what teams usually do, it is better for me just to facilitate the damage of all of these dudes back here who are having a field day than for me to take a shot, get my 250 hit points of damage, and then get spotted. Now what I do have to watch out for is when they start crossing over here, I am hanging out a little bit. And you'll notice that an AMX CDC went across there, and I am pretty well covered. There are some kind of bushes there. I'm sort of in this tree. And fortunately, I didn't get spotted right there. I could, in fact, be slightly over to the left on this tree and probably be covered up a little bit better. And they're still having fun whacking on these guys, so to speak. I'm sitting on 2,493, and this is going to facilitate the beginning of our steamroll. Now, we've lost a 5,100 and we've done 2,600, but we've really wrecked and damaged quite a few of their guys right there. Now, unfortunately, I get a little over exuberant. Even on good games, you make mistakes, and I make my share of mistakes. I'm going to come off of here and I'm going to sit and type, and I absolutely hate this, and I hate that I did it. But it was kind of fun. I was enjoying myself. Still, no excuse. What I should have done, and I'll show you in a moment because I'm going to do it, was tuck up under this castle right here because I have a large force pushing up now. Bunch of guys here, lots of snipers, a large force pushing up. They actually sent a good amount of tanks over here, so we do need to send a bit of strength in there to go after them, and we have nobody over here. So this in the southwest needs to happen fast. And I'm over here typing stupid things into chat. So now get my stuff together, and we will head over this way. So do as I say, not as I do. We all make mistakes. And now I'll push down in here, cut behind the low, and I will go where I should have gone right away. Push right in here. Now we know that CDC is in that corner, and he may have a friend or two, but I don't think so because they probably didn't get by. I'm going to get spotted, and I go right here because I know this spot is here. So I can't really be seen from the hill unless they're way up top, in which case they will also be seen. And I can't be shot from behind unless they come all the way through the castle here, but we've got so many guys that's simply not going to happen. And now my intention is to find this CDC. If we can dig this CDC out from behind us here, or to our flank, make him leave, we'll be in really good shape. I hit him, and holy cow, there's a Scorpion G. He's been hiding in that bush the whole time. He's looking at me or the KV-5, so I'll back up. And I get greedy here. This is another mistake. So we always make mistakes. I shoot into there. Unsure whether I actually hit him. I think I did, because there he goes down. And now the CDC, we've dug him out of his little corner. He's running off. and the steamroll is beginning. You can see how many tanks of theirs we've taken down. We've got a overpowering force on these guys right here. I get in the Tiger 2's way, getting greedy and trying to take shots, and I really need to get out of the way of the heavies. I talk about this quite a bit when you're trying to work a smaller tank. You can be effective helping out your heavy tank buddies in those situations, but you do want to avoid getting in their way, blocking them, having them track you because they rammed you because you're being a buffoon and getting in front of them. Now I turn right around and I head back, and a good portion of our team does as well. There are 2 Scorpion Gs back there, but this is a concept that I talk about a lot and I harp on a lot. We just steamrolled an entire flank and a good portion of their team. There is no reason really right now to go after their cap. Get back here and clean this up, because the last thing we want to have happen here is 3 or 4 of them jump on cap and somehow they steal a win out of this one. That would really suck at this point. We're so far ahead. Now we got 1.18, a minute and 18 seconds, 15 now. So I'm feeling confident I can cross right here and get where I want to be. I missed opportunity on a shot. I should have just snapped one as I went. A little zoom in, maybe a shot lobbed towards the 12T or the WZ. Might have got lucky, but I'm coming down here to where I want. This is a good spot, especially with no arty. As you can see, there isn't any, and we got a ISU coming up. He's nice and soft, so I'll start poking at that guy. He drives up. I expect him to be kind of looking at me, but he's not really paying attention. Pop another one. RNG is my friend right there. I don't know why he's not looking at me. He's not, so I give him another one. But I do not recognize that the IS-3 is staring at me. And now I'm looking at maybe another shot on the ISU. Outstanding. Sitting at 4,000 spotting, 1,800, and now it's just cleaning up the steamroll. This time I am paying attention to the IS-3. He is looking at me. I switch over to heat, which I should have done a while ago. And for a wonder, I didn't start really early on it. So that's the first gold round I've fired. And down he goes. Now there's just a 12T, and he runs all the way back into the corner here, so I'm not going to make you watch that. But it is a good example of understanding the map, understanding your team and what the enemy team makeup is. Going to a spot where you can facilitate early damage and just get the steamroll going. The earlier and the more damage you can do, the more out of position you can force the enemy team to be in, the better. Now, of course, there's always the question of should there even be spots like that on maps where you can completely crush a team trying to get to their initial spot. That is a debate for later and goes into map design. But dealing with the maps we have and understanding the maps we have, especially with a light tank like this, you can do some good work. And it's another good example of why I carry binoculars. I was really able to get some good view range on that. And we end up winning. So I hope you learned something. If you did, make sure you subscribe. And as always, I will leave you with, we will see you.